That was by far the greatest baseball game I've been to.
That was the best game I've ever been to in my life.
That was my first walk-off I've ever seen. I've seen no-hitters. I saw Cole Hamels' no-hitter. I've seen playoff games, saw the Dodgers go to the World Series. But just that game in particular, with the circumstances that were involved, listen, this is the last homestand of this 2016 World Series winning core, because right now, we just saw last night Andrew Chafin traded to the A's for a pair of 2 outfielding prospects.
Thank you, Chafin!
But Bryant, it's July 27th right now. Bryant is gone. He's going to get traded. Rizzo, rumored to the Red Sox. Baez, he might be on his way out of town. Hendricks, who started last night, didn't pitch great, but it's just so much uncertainty and what the stakes were, and then just the game, how it went yesterday, just the back and forth with the Reds, the walk-off, it was truly the best game. And we sat in the bleachers, which is the best fan section in sports. I don't want to hear about the Raiders' black hole or anyone. No, the Wrigley Field bleachers, one of the best bleachers in Chicago. Guaranteed Comiskey, whatever you want to call the gimmick name stadium, is nowhere near it. I mean, last night, the bleachers are the greatest place to go people watching. There were so many random drunk people. I mean, there was a fight that happened. There was cup snakes all over. There was yelling at the players. It was party atmosphere, electric atmosphere, and it just sucked because there's only 30,000 people at Wrigley last night, and the capacity is 41,000. So the attendance numbers are dropping now that we're still way better than league average, but it's starting to go down now that our window has officially been shut and closed, and it just saddens me to see. But I'm happy to say that was the last game I saw in person with this core of Rizzo, and we'll get into Rizzo with his his homer in the first inning, but Rizzo, Bryant, Contreras, Baez all playing together one last time. Bryant could be traded any second now. I could literally get a notification right now Chris Bryant's been traded. Wouldn't be shocked. Kimbrel will be traded soon. I mean, it's just how it goes in the MLB. Everyone always falls. You can't stay on top forever. It's how sports work. And so, enough of my little depressed Cubs fan talk. But this game was literally the greatest game I've ever seen.
Last game with the core, we walk it off.
But just the circumstance, I'm already going. Let's get into the game. And if you want to know, we are rocking the Randy Rosario jersey. Just as everyone knows, Randy and I follows me on Instagram, and he was a former Cub. Met him a couple times. He's pretty awesome. I hope to see him back in the MLB, but we're rocking the Randy jersey today. And let's get into the game. So we were in the bleachers, Cubs, Reds. Kyle Hendricks was on the mound for the Cubs, and it was Wade Miley for the Reds. And leadoff batter was Jonathan India, and Kyle Hendricks struck him out an 88 mile per hour on the two-seam there. As Jesse Winker, who was in left field when all the hecklers were at him, hits a single right here, looking like it's going to be double. But my boy Patty Wisdom guns him out at second, and the fans in left field did not let Winker forget that. They were just screaming at him. They were just, and I tell you, it was one of the best atmospheres I've been to. It was one of the best games I've been to. And the Cubs they're not even in contention anymore. That's just the electricity of the bleachers, and I highly recommend you go sit out there if you haven't so far. We go to the bottom of the first. Contreras got out. Bryant, I believe, singled. And then Rizzo hits a shot into the right. Oh, just first row basket. But this is why we need to... Tom Riggs, I don't know what you're doing. Don't spend money on real estate around Wrigleyville. Spend money on this guy right here. Tony Anthony Rizzo. We got the signed World Series jersey, or the signed jersey of the World Series champ credit there. So we need to re-sign Rizzo. He's one of my favorite players. he is Mr. Chicago. He's not Mr. Cubs or Ernie Banks. Mr. Chicago's Anthony Rizzo. He is when I say face of the franchise, he could honestly be a Mount Rushmore of the Cubs. He's just that entitled. He's the captain. He wears the metaphorical C on the chest, and I cannot picture him playing in another uniform besides the blue and white pinstripes. And I really hope he doesn't go to Boston, as Buster Olney's reporting. Just keep him, lock him down, make him a Cub for life. I don't care if we get rid of Contreras. I mean, I want to keep Contreras, want to keep Bryant so bad, but if it means in order to keep Rizzo, we have to get rid of those, I'm completely fine with that. We need a rebuild anyway. This as I've said in the last episode of the podcast, this team has been able to win since they won 95 in 2018. They just haven't been the same since 2017, and so we need to just knock this down. And then Joey Votto. This is what Hendricks struggles with. He gave up two dingers, but Joey Votto, future Hall of Famer, just gives up. That's Hendricks' issue. He gives up the long ball, but he keeps you in the game. That's the big thing with Hendricks. So that's why a lot of teams want him. He's 12-4 on the year. I don't know what his ERA is now, but bottom of the second, Wade Miley just gets Nico Horner on a great slider by Miley there. This is a bad inning for Hendricks, as Wade Miley, the pitcher, gets a leadoff single here. On the fastball, I mean, he just left it hanging. That's basically what happened. And here's Jesse Winker, the left field bleacher's favorite player. And they called this one a hit. I think it should have been an error. Now, he should have made the play. Nico Horner had the ball in his glove. It was on the transfer. That's an error, not a hit. I don't know what was going on there, but the official score. And Aquino strikes out here to get one out. And he had a terrible batting practice. I was thinking he was going to be awesome in batting practice. I think he maybe hit 2 balls in the stands there in BP. And Votto, this is why this man's a Hall of Famer. Getting the job done. Sack fly, tied the game. There's now 2 outs. And Joey Votto's Hall of Famer, 2010 MVP, just always comes in clutch, it seems like. Just a shame the Reds ruined his career. Or just wasted his career. As David Bodie hits a nice Texas League single to take the lead back as Bryant scores. As our 4th third baseman on the depth chart, who was playing second that night, knocked in our first third baseman on the depth chart, who was playing right field. That is a tongue twister, you might say. It's top the 4th. Kyle Farmer just hit a homer into left field. Oh, we were kind of near that homer there. I mean, it was another hung pitch by Hendricks. That's his issue. Barnhart, nice. Wisdom made a great catch here. We were actually, if you look on the screen, you might be able to see us. If you look on the, but we were like 6th row back, on like in section 504, 6 rows, and he went under like the basket. We couldn't see him. I thought he dropped it, but he did make the catch, and yep, right there. You can see us. Yeah, you can see us. My friend is in the light blue jersey right there, and then I'm in the white Contreras jersey right there. You can see us right on TV right when we made that catch. But Patty Wisdom is my guy. He's on Pardon My Take with Big Cat. I like Wisdom. What I liked best about Wisdom is if you yelled at him how many outs there were, I'll throw in the video right here, he would respond to you with how many outs.
How many outs, Pat?
So, Patrick Wisdom, fan favorite, one of my favorites. He's going to be one of the guys that are going to anchor this rebuild. As Contreras, Horner's thrown out at home here. You know, there was a fly out the exact next pitch. And Horner's thrown out. Joey Votto, and this is not like Hendricks here. Joey Votto draws a walk. Only 4 pitches, though. Normally, Votto will draw like a 10-pitch, 11-pitch walk. But Votto, great day. 1 for 1 with a homer, sac fly. But he got one more out, struck the next guy out. Then he brought in Adam Morgan, manager David Roston. And here's the strikeout of Eugenio Suarez on the cutter. And, yep, there's manager David Ross taking Hendricks out on a terrible start. Not a good one, but yeah, Morgan comes in here. Horner, I think, to be honest, I don't know if he completely missed it, or did he actually like just let it go past him and get one out, because he might not have been able to get out at first. I cannot tell, but they got 5-3, and the Reds would not score the rest of the game. As Tony Santion, who I'd never heard of, came in. Oh, this is the biggest Hayward moment. I have this one on video. I'm like, Jason Hayward's going to hit here. Jason Hayward's going to hit here. He's going to earn that $160 million right here. And he does the most Jason Hayward thing out of all Jason Hayward things in a Cubs uniform. Just roll the clip.
One time in his life, Hayward's getting a hit.
Grounds into a double play. That is the most Hayward thing you can do in baseball. Just ground to a double play. Bottom 6. Contreras strikes out here on Santillan's 95-mile-per-hour fastball. That was just a great pitch. He was just under it. Contreras is under it. And as always, I will throw in my videos I got from the bleachers, either at the end or sporadically through. As Bryant also strikes out from Santillan here. As this might have been his last game in the Cub uniform, we don't know. But I think they're going to hold him on maybe a little just to sell more tickets. It's Matt Duffy with the guy on first. Also strikes out. I don't think he went here. As well as the other bleachers. I don't think he went. Oh, this is a big one. This is the ump originally called this catch by Akiyama an out. It was a trap. You could see it's a trap right here. You could see it's such a trap. So it's 5-4. We couldn't see if it was a catch or not because he was in front of us. But Nico Horner made a one-run game as Bodie scored. As Keegan Thompson gets himself the bases loaded. Terrible pitching. Do not try this strategy. He gave up a couple hits and a walk to load the bases, then strikes out Barnhart. And Jonathan India, who comes up to the plate here. Oh, this is one of the most electric moments at Wrigley. I thought the Reds were going to break the game open, but he gets another strikeout here. And they don't score. They go 3 down. Base load, no outs, don't score. You're not going to win games if you do that. Oh, I know exactly what Contreras is going to do right here. Moonshot. Moonshot by Contreras. We were going crazy. Cue the video. But whoop, there it is up at Wrigley. My mom told me when she was in the car waiting for us, please don't go into extras. Please, she was not happy at this homer, at the tie. She wanted the lead. But that was a big one. The bleachers were so hype. And let's even talk about the Cub Snakes. Alright, first of all, Cub Snakes are awesome unless you throw them on the field. And that's why right field sucks.
Right field sucks! Right field sucks! Right field sucks! Right field sucks! Right field sucks!
Because they had a giant Cub Snake. They let them Cubs go on the field, which ruins it for everyone. That means our Cub Snake in left field got broken up by security because of those bums in right field. God, right field bleachers suck so much. I'm a left field guy. Guys got kicked out, but top of the ninth, Patrick Wisdom has a great at-bat to lead off the ninth. And, Kimbrel came in top of the ninth, pitched himself into a jam, pitched himself out of the jam. Cue the entrance. He's got one of the best entrances in all of baseball. Sweet child of mine, Guns N' Roses.
Let's go, Craig!
Wisdom, bottom of the ninth, has a 9-pitch walk. Everyone was on their seats. And then Bodie flies out, which I thought Bodie hit another homer. The king of walk-offs. Everyone knows what he did versus the Nationals.
You have got to be kidding me. David Bodie, the king of walk-offs, just warning track flap, flew out. 1 out. Bottom of the ninth. David Bodie, the king of walk-offs. Shut up.
But I thought he did again, but he did warning track power, literally 3 feet short of the basket. And then Happ walked. When we were talking about Happ, who's batting 175, this stupid Cubs fan behind me, I'm like, Happ hasn't done, I was talking to my friend Cooper, like, Happ hasn't done anything in this year's 175, is struggling, let's have him do something. And this guy, this asshole behind me is like, oh, hey, who does not watch Cubs baseball that often, and he's drunk. Oh, what are you talking about, Happ? Happ got, this is the 20-30 time. No, I don't even think Happ has 20 hits on the year.
One time this season, Ian Happ comes in clutch. I don't think Ian Happ is on. One time. It's the first time this year. He's batting 175.
So just, if you're going to come at me with baseball takes, at least have evidence to back it up. At least have stats or something to back it up. I don't want any of these bold claims, just drunk assholes out in the bleachers. And then Horner was hit by pitch. And then Rafael Ortega was due up. And then they bring in this bum, Amir Garrett.
Yeah, checking for substances. Cheater!
Has beef with Javy Baez. As you remember, a couple months back, there was a brawl at the Cubs-Reds game, and Amir Garrett just wants to get in everyone's head. He just wants to create as much drama, controversy as he can. And then Baez, first pitch, it was just awesome matchup. Baez, who wasn't in the lineup, he was hurt, but first pitch, game over. Game over. Game over. Javy Baez walks it off. And then he is just talking smack to Amir Garrett the whole way. He just walks up the line. I didn't even see this. I didn't know about that until after the game, because I was over there cheering in the bleachers.
I'm so damn hyped right now. We were in the video for 6 hours. 6 hours for this.
Looking at the W flag getting raised, watching them all run around. I didn't know that he just walked to first base and smack talk Amir Garrett. I was far away, but that just makes it even more epic. You only need one pitch, as Javy shows right there, but once again, just one of my favorite Cubs games, if not my favorite to ever go to. And I've gone a lot of Cubs games over my years. And so basically that's it for the Cubs. They're now 50-51 on the year. And unfortunately, trade deadline's coming up, and the Cubs are going to have to trade some of these guys and rebuild this team. So before this video ends, I'm going to You're going to see some more clips from that game that you haven't seen previously, so stick around and stay tuned.
Beautiful Wrigley Field, home of the Chicago Cubs, best ballpark in the world. We are here, Cubs Reds 7:05, possibly Chris Bryant's last game in a Cub uniform. Should be an interesting one. Hopefully they can pull it out.
Let's go, Cubbies! Let's go, Cubbies!
So on us. Full count. Patty Wisdom, bottom line, 5-5 versus the Reds, on edge. That's a leadoff walk!
If you made it this long in the video, I hope you're subscribed. And if you're not, pound that subscribe button, turn the notification bells, like this video. I'm trying to grow Zoomer Sports as big as we can. If you want to, our links to our other social media accounts are in the description of this video. You can always listen to the podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, or on anywhere you can listen to podcasts. Follow our Instagram, follow our Twitter. As I said, they're linked in. So just feel free to drop a sub. I would be glad if you dropped a sub. It'd make my day. But thank you guys for watching, and tune in for our next video or podcast. But peace!